I also anchor the Spin Chennai ecosystem, which is a software improvement
The
network.
face is familiar. I'm able to recollect the face, but I'm not able to recollect that incident or meeting where we met. Or
I've been part of some meetings.
okay.
Thanks for being part of this, accepting to be launch.
I'm glad you have mentored that. So. Is there been a lot of response for this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've got some good response. So some are not able to join us today. Probably we'll just show the recording to them later on, and we'll just share the information through mail and other related materials.
Tell me what is the schedule, who will speak first and all that, then tell me when I have to speak.
Yeah, so Madam Kalyani will be anchoring the session, and she will start it off.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good
I'm Kalyani Hariharan. I'll be anchoring the evening program today.
Okay, good. You're also an IT person?
Sir?
You are an IT person or?
I'm not an IT person, sir. I'm a soft skills, life skills coach, and I do emceeing for programs like this thanks to Mr. Rajaram, which keeps me updated on the IT side. Okay. Otherwise, I'll be glad to be part of it.
Kalyani has been a very, very enthusiastic MC as well as soft skill trainer.
Okay.
Supporting the industry, quite.
Very good.
She has multiple initiatives she works on, including some philanthropy and.
I run an NGO called Varam Foundation for the Lesser Privileged.
What is the name you said?
Varam Foundation.
Varam, okay. VARAM.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Varam Foundation. It is for the lesser privileged through fine arts, music, and education. 4. So I'd like to empower them through these areas.
Good, very good.
And Kalyani, maybe you can quickly walk through the agenda for.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah. So the first is we have just a welcome address by the founder, Mr. Srinivasan, and then the chief guest address by you, sir. You'll be giving the chief guest address. And I mean, before that, there'll be a short video describing the journey of the product. And then there is the app launch, the formal launch and the chief guest address by Mr. Krishnamurthy. And then followed by that, a guest of honor address by Mr. Rajaram. Okay. And then the vote of thanks by the co-founder, Mr. Sriram Kesar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hari, the launch for the body, double click in the press comment. If there is any confusion.
Mr. Srinivasan, the founder, has been attracting a lot of attention with this product. Already, he got a full expenses paid trip to US, Silicon Valley.
Okay.
Startup Grind. When this was selected as one of the 150 promising and interesting products, they selected all over the world. And this product was selected, and Srinivasan was given the full, expense paid trip to US. He went to Silicon Valley, Santa Clara. He spent about a week with them. Started doing due diligence, and then
is it that they have a patent over this, or is it non-patented?
No, we have applied for a patent, sir.
Patent has been filed. Application has been filed. It takes about a few years to get it granted. So he is going through that process. The moment patent is filed, that itself is that he has got a hold of the product.
Okay.
It's already under publication right now. Actually, it has went through the early publication and it is in the scrutiny stages right now.
And you have registered with these associations like Chamber of Commerce and all that, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, both in Delhi and Chennai.
Correct. We are also, thanks to Rajaram sir, we have been part with the FICCI as well. And also we have registered for CII for their events and everything. So we are on with all the associations and all the other known factories which is enabling us through this process.
Okay.
He has been an active participant in all the industry forums and meetings. Yeah, it is 4:01.
I see.
Shini, if you are ready, you can start. Otherwise, you can take it on.
We'll just probably wait for just a minute or two and we'll start so that others will also join here. People are joining and so we'll just start in a minute or two.
Okay.
Invested in our cities every day.
Yeah, hi.
Kalyani Haryana.
கொஞ்சம் மங்கள இசை போடலாம்னு நினைச்சேன்.
This is a good one, Kalyani.
With the tone.
Probably, I think we can start, sir. So others will probably join and we can maybe, kick off the program. Start.
Yeah. Okay. So a very good evening and a warm welcome to all of us present here for the formal launch of Squarecom's Grahas VR. And I take great pleasure in welcoming our chief guest for the day, Shri T.S. Krishnamurthy, former Chief Election Commissioner of India, Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman, CEO, Welltech TBI Startup Ecosystem, and our founder and co-founder, Mr. Srinivasan Yajnaraman and Mr. Sriram Keshavan. Very, very good evening once again. May I now request Mr. Srinivasan Yajnaraman to please give the welcome address?
Yeah, sure. So thank you, Kalyani ma'am, for taking your time to host our show. And I thank Mr. Shri Krishnamurthy for honoring the occasion and gracing us with his able blessings and launching this app on this beautiful day. So I thank Mr. Rajaram, who happens to be our mentor of sorts and has been a pillar of support through all our journey in this entrepreneurial process. And unfortunately, Dr. Chandra Kumar is not able to make it to the event today due to unforeseen circumstances. So I'll just, with that note, I'll just quickly brief through the process and the journey, how we started all of this. So SquareComp was started back in 2014, which was preliminarily into solving user problem with their computing issues. And a few years into this, that industry went through a paradigm shift. That's when we wanted to do something innovative and we aligned ourselves with the next frontier in tech. So that's when we started working on the virtual reality domain, which we believe is going to be the future in the form of computing. So if we look at the evolution of computing, it all started with IBM mainframe computers, and then it was reinvented by Steve Jobs of Apple and Microsoft. And later it took a new form in the name of smartphones. And post that, spatial computing is what we associate a name for the virtual reality, augmented reality, and these type of computing industry. So we believe spatial computing is going to be the future and the way we deal with all of the computing issues. And that's when we wanted to do something path breaking and innovative in this particular domain. And we our core vision is to enable and augment the skill set of each and every one as per their domain expertise. So that is one of the reason why we have started off with the manufacturing training. The in spite of such a large technological evolution, manufacturing industry and the particular training part hasn't went through some transformative changes or any disruptive measures over there, because many thought that is something that's not innovative enough, or they thought like no, it's not worth solving. So that is when we wanted to work on this particular aspect, wherein we help the manufacturing companies reduce their training related expenses, as well as provide them with a better output and a focused approach on the training part. For instance, the current manufacturing training process runs in such a way that the training has to happen either on a traditional classroom based environment, or it goes through the the e-learning format. And the trial and error, the safety aspects, and the remote operations that are involved into this process are really really very huge. And maybe for the larger aspect of the audience, it was conceived to be something that is not solvable, and everybody thought that this is the way to go around. So that is when we, with the help of virtual reality, started working on this particular aspect of the training part. And we are providing our own smartphone based VR headset, which is the core product that which we work upon. Our smartphone based VR headset is compatible with all the smartphones, and our proprietary technology, which is up for patent. And with that, we offer tailor-made VR content to suit the the consumer needs. So with that quick note, I would just play a brief video on our journey and what we do, so that that would give a better perspective on how exactly we solve these issues and how we would be able to support all of these going on and further.
Can you volume? Not able to hear the audio.
Yeah. Is it fine, sir?
Yeah, fine.
இல்ல இல்ல போதும், அதே போதும். ம். ம்.
Yeah. So that is the video which we wanted to demonstrate. So we are happy to be in this point and come this far, and probably this is one of a beautiful occasion in our startup journey, and would love to march ahead and see how far we could go and take our name and everyone in our startup ecosystem connected to be further. And thanks for the opportunity, and thank you everyone for gracing the occasion. And now I hand over the mic to Mrs. Kalyani for further elaboration.
A few words about Mr. Srinivasan Yagyanarayanan. Srinivasan started working since 2007, soon after completing his schooling, and he brings with him in a very rich experience of more than 10 plus years in various different industries like showroom sales, direct sales, customer support, and technical support. He's worked for big brands in the industry like CCS, Infotech Limited, Sutherland Global, Cytel India Limited. And to gain his knowledge in virtual reality, he has completed online courses apart from an extensive research into this field. He's currently pursuing CS50 from Harvard Online. He has an experience of about 3 years as an entrepreneur before venturing into the virtual reality domain. All the best, Mr. Srinivasan.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
May I now request Mr. Rajaram, our guest of honor, to address us. And Mr. Rajaram, like Mr. Srinivasan said, path-breaking and innovative. He is like that. Yes.
No, do you want to do the launch of the app and chief guest?
Yeah, launch of the app. I'm sorry, yeah. Launch of the app. I'm so sorry about it. We launched the app now formally by our chief guest, Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy. Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy is the former Indian Revenue Service Officer who served as the 13th Chief Election Commissioner of India between February 2004 and May 2005. Post his retirement, he is a board member of various companies and NGOs, and most notably, he was the chairman of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Chennai Kendra. He's also the author of the book Miracles of Democracy, published in August 2008. Over to the formal launch. I'm sorry, sir.
We do the launch first and then talk later, is it?
Yes, you can launch the app and then address
This. Okay, Puttama. not coming. Click பண்ணியாச்சு. Double click, single click தானே? अच्छा, okay. Dimension.
Yeah.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing. I've just clicked the screen sharing.
1 minute, sir. I'll just get it. It's actually on for everyone.
Try now.
Yes, sir. It's already on only actually.
Okay, now. Install.
Yeah. So
just leave it. Okay, I have done the job, I suppose.
yes.
Can we all clap hands? Thank you, sir.
Thank
Over to you
thank
now.
you. Okay, first of all, let me thank Mr. Srinivasan for inviting me to join this very important and auspicious function. And my hearty congratulations to Mr. Srinivasan as well as his mentor, Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman, for having this app ready for launching. I think this country goes through a tremendous change process. Internationally as well as domestically, we have a lot of role to play. And thanks to the pandemic as well as the recent budget, there is a tremendous opportunity for industrial growth and in particular manufacturing, because apart from the money set up for that, the implementation of the various projects of the government will be very crucial in case we have to succeed the challenges consequent to pandemic as well as slow rate of growth. So manufacturing is a key factor in promoting growth because it's going to promote a lot of employment. And if employment is generated, automatically the economy will pick up quickly, and the GDP will be reflected, growth will be reflected promptly. But for the industrial growth, there is need for industrial employment, and industrial employment requires skilling and reskilling, because some of the industrial employees may have some skill, but that may not be adequate for the changes that are contemplated. So I'm glad that Mr. Srinivasan, with the help of Mr. Rajaram, has been able to produce this new app. And this virtual reality app is going to play, in my opinion, a very important role, not only for startups, but also for existing companies which may require reskilling, etc. So my hearty congratulations to you as well as your team, and my best wishes. I have no doubt that given the present economic conditions and the need for economic growth, in particular the manufacturing sector, you have a tremendous opportunity, and you have to encash this opportunity by proper marketing of your reality app. I have no doubt you have an excellent team to do this. My hearty greetings and best wishes to all of you. I'm absolutely certain that you have a very bright future ahead. My best wishes.
Thank you, sir. We are blessed and honored. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your best wishes and your blessings. With this, I would now welcome Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman, CEO, Whalecut TBI, Entrepreneurship Ecosystem. He's also the founder and principal consultant on Navya Insights. It's a boutique consulting company in the area of digital transformation, systematic innovation, and agile. He's a convener and head FICCI Tamil Nadu Technology Panel, President Software Process Improvement Network, that is SPIN Chennai. And Mr. Rajaram brings more than 3 decades of leadership, business, and technology experience in the IT industry. He was formerly the Innovative Cultural Practice Head at Infosys, besides his earlier stints in TCS and Computer Horizons, etc. Through his current roles as head of FICCI Tamil Nadu Technology Panel and as president of SPIN, an advisory board member of Cyber Security and Privacy Foundation, he has brought about tremendous focus on digital transformation, smart cities, smart governance, and cyber security. He has chaired several international and national conferences, authored several conference and journal papers, and authored a US patent on systematic innovation. He's a mentor at IIT Madras Entrepreneurship Cell is on the review board of an international journal called IGITCE. He's currently the CEO of the dynamic and successful entrepreneurship ecosystem, Whalecut TBI. At Whalecut, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Shakuntala are R&D Institute of Science and Technology at Chennai, which is the second biggest university-based entrepreneurship ecosystem in Chennai, next to IIT Madras. And it has got more than 170 registered startups. Mr. Rajaram holds a bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering from IISc Bangalore and MBA from IFMR's Graduate School of Business. He's an independent director from IOD, that is Institute of Directors. He's been advising several organizations on digital transformation, innovation, culture building, and has enabled them to not only optimize and integrate, but also innovate and scale with digital. He's won many awards, including the Smart City Leadership Award from Z Business, 51 Most Impactful Smart City Leader Award, Distinguished Alumni Award from IFMR Graduate School of Business of Korea University, and the Best Incubator Award 2018, Infosys Awards for Excellence, and so on. More than that, he's been a mentor to so many startups, helping young entrepreneurs to scale up business, to set up their business, and truly path-breaking and innovative. And this is just one yet example. Mr. Rajaram.
Thank you for your generous and kind words, Kalyani. Respected Sri T.S. Krishnamurthy sir, the Whalecut TBA ecosystem members, the Whalecut TBA team, the Squarecom team of Srini and Sriram, other dignitaries and eager supporters of Squarecom and the startup innovation. A very good evening to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this fantastic occasion. Thank you very much, Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy sir, for launching this fantastic app, as well as blessing it, as well as sharing your deep insights into the current environment, and also the valuable words of advice to all of us. This is indeed a historic day, not only for Squarecom team, but also for the entire Whalecut TBA ecosystem. Whalecut TBA ecosystem, supported by the NSTEDB, National Science and Technology Development Board of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, is the second largest university-based ecosystem, next only to IIT Madras in Chennai, in terms of size, in terms of the number of startups, in terms of facilities, in terms of mentorship, and the startup outcomes and impacts like job creation, training and workshops, media coverage, success of the startups, funding, etc. So there's so many dimensions. We have currently 175 plus startups registered, and another 20 plus are in pre-incubation stage. Our ecosystem contains more than 465 people, including startup founders, mentors, trainers, chartered accountants, company secretaries, IP consultants, technologists, domain experts, corporate leaders, established entrepreneurs, lawyers, media, evangelists, etc. It is a hotbed of innovation, with our startups working on various innovations which address the needs of not only today but also tomorrow, both in terms of tomorrow's society, tomorrow's enterprise, and tomorrow's world. These innovations attempt to simplify complex processes, reduce costs, accelerate growth, apply technology to inspect and qualitatively improve products, clean up the environment and water bodies, save humans from toxic effects. These are all well directed towards economic, environmental, and social issues in what is called as bottom line. Our strategic partners in this exercise include Google, who provide up to $100,000 of cloud credit to all our WhaleTech TBA startups. Amazon, which gives $10,000 of Amazon Web Services. Zoho, which gives us 39 apps free for 1 year. RBL Bank, which provides customized banking as well as access to their city-based conference rooms and amenities. Paytm, which gives up to 1 lakh per month commissions free for e-commerce. Resilio Labs, which provides marketing, free marketing by making videos for the startups. Sri Ramachandra Hospital, who are our partners for various surgeries, facial and dental, through our 3D printing from WhaleTech TBI. YNO's Venture Engine, which provides a whole lot of venture-related information free for our startups. Bank of Baroda, which again provides customized banking facilities and other amenities. EFITRAC, which provides a mini ERP, etc. These are some of our strategic partners who value add with their offerings, which are complementary to the startups, so that the startups can reduce their costs and work on their product building and without burning crucial money at the early stages. Our startups are not only focused on digital services, 3D printing, and economic focused ventures, as I mentioned, but also social and environmental focused dimensions. Agri-tech, food tech, fintech, manufacturing tech, UAVs, drones, sports tech, health tech, insure tech, biotech, artificial intelligence, machine learning, e-waste, plastic waste. These are all areas where our startups are focused. We have major 6 centers of excellence, including the manufacturing center of excellence, 3D printing, AAML, e-waste, UAV, unmanned aerial vehicles, and fabrication, COE, which have the latest machines that are needed for startups as well as MSMEs and established businesses. In addition, we also have a whole lot of mentors and professors and staff who are well versed in these areas. To give you an example, Green Era Recyclers, based out of Coimbatore, is one of WhaleTech TBA's incubatee, which has won several awards in e-waste collection recycling, and is a Tamil Nadu Government Pollution Control Board authorized recycling. Very popular in Coimbatore, as it is the main collaborator of the Coimbatore Municipal Corporation. I just gave you that example just to indicate that we have not only startups from Chennai, but also various other locations of India, as well as not only in the our startups are focused on making money, but also in caring for the environment, and also working with the government closely on social initiatives. WhaleTech TBA won the Best Incubator Award during 2018 in the Anna University Entrepreneurship Summit. WhaleTech TBA is one of the 5 in the country to receive the highest program of Department of Science and Technology called Nidhi COE for supporting established startups as well as to support early stage ventures through Nidhi Prayas, Meiti programs, as well as partner programs like Tamil Nadu's Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation Institute, Gindi. We are a knowledge partner to EDIA. We also closely work with the FICCI startup team, as well as SIDBI, Small Industry Development Bank of India. WhaleTech TBA's international collaborations include IBM's Call for Code program, STADME of Australia, EU-India partnership, and the international journal IJITC. Till date, we have disbursed about 2 crore through Nidhi Center of Excellence to the startups, and about 1.6 crore through Nidhi Prayas, and about 40 lakhs through METI programs. Incidentally, our startup founder, Mr. Srinivasan, received one of those grants from Nidhi Prayas from Veltec TBA. Our startups have won several awards, international and domestic, like, for example, the SquareComp. Srinivasan was shortlisted for initially for the top 150 in the world by Startup Grind, and then they further shortlisted to top 50 as the event progressed. And SquareComp was selected in the top 50 as well at Startup Grind. Our startup incubatees have also participated and won awards at the GTEx in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, as well as in Germany, and in all India startup competitions held in Bangalore, Chennai, etc. They have been written about in international magazines like the Forbes, not the Forbes India, the parent Forbes itself, and also Your Story and various other magazines and magazines, including Nane Vegadan and etc. There are about 15 venture capitalists and angels associated with Veltec TBI. Our mentors include the who's who in the industry of entrepreneurs, corporate leaders, VCs and VCs, professors, also from leading international institutes. So some of them include, Twitter, people from Twitter, senior director from Twitter, senior leader from Google, professor and VC from Stanford, Silicon Valley veterans who are running like $300 million, $400 million companies, marketing professor from Boise, Idaho, AI expert from Germany, telecom expert from Singapore, marketing expert from UK, innovation expert from Australia, leading serial entrepreneurs from India, including the top, the earlier former Thai Chennai president, who is also the co-founder of CAMS, which went public recently and garnered about 4,000 crore of money. There are several ways to engage with the Veltec TBI. At least 7 ways are very well documented and shared with everyone. One can be a startup, and enroll with Veltec TBI, just like what SquareComp has done. One could be a mentor. If someone is very well accomplished and they have already done a whole lot of stuff around the startup area, they can be a mentor to our startups. One could be a trainer and trainee. One could want to conduct some training for the startup founders. They can do that, or they can attend the training conducted by Veltec TBI as a trainee. One could be an investor in the Veltec TBI startups. One could be a strategic partner like Google, Amazon, Zoho. One could be a customer of our Veltec TBI's products and services, just like for example, Chems and others for SquareComp. Evangelist, one could be evangelist and promote Veltec TBI through the social media and their channels, so that it is of benefit to the new startups. So there are multiple ways one can engage with TBI, Veltec TBI. Though COVID-19 has affected the entire country, our entrepreneurs, MSMEs, startups, some have wisely used this time to develop their products, enhance their digital marketing, experiment digital ways of doing things, training and other activities, limiting physical contact. For example, AR/VR headsets have been a good tool for conducting various training programs, and the market for this kind of product is steadily increasing in India. It is very, very fledgling market now, while globally it is a $30 billion market. But in using VR for training is a very, very nascent stage. I think SquareComp is launching this at the very, very apt time. It cannot be, a better time than this. Srinivasan, coming to Srinivasan, he has been a true innovator. like some of the attributes of well-known innovators. Right? If you take Apple founder Steve Jobs or Google founder, these guys all have they dropped out of college. Maybe they would have dropped out of Stanford or MIT or one of those. Srinivasan incidentally shares a similar. He was a college dropout who started pursuing various experiments and innovative products. So Grihas VR has been painstakingly built by him after understanding the opportunity and the problems faced in the manufacturing world, including planning, machine layouts, inspection, education and training, and so many different dimensions. He has judiciously put it together to not only direct this device towards manufacturing use cases, but also gaming and several others in the future. If you look at the leading players in the market, the names are like who's who of the industry. Samsung's Gear VR is the leader in the market. Facebook's Oculus Rift, Microsoft HoloLens, Sony's PSVR, HTC's Vive. These are all very, very popular and leading brands in the market. There are rumors that Apple is also working on their own VR device headset, but it's still a rumor only. Each of them have certain challenges, apart from being very expensive for the Indian market. If you look at Oculus-based apps, they insist on a Facebook ID, and the data goes back to Facebook servers. So not all types of mobile can be used with their headsets, with the Oculus, because there is always the fear that data is not private. So Srini and team have tried to address a couple of other major items, including the flexibility to use various mobiles. See, if you take the headset, only mobiles of certain type can be fixed into that in the case of leading vendors. But Srini has made sure that even if some odd sizes come in, let's say, for example, from India, there are some manufacturers who do that. So the headset also takes care of that. And the other problem the other leading brands don't address is the fact that if you are having glasses, if you're wearing glasses, then it becomes difficult to view through their headsets. So whereas Srini has taken care to address that item as well. If you're a prolonged user of the headset, instead of you going through a lot of pain, Grihas VR takes care of certain adjustments and flexibility to accommodate that. So I think very, very other prominent advantages of Grihas VR, 50% smaller than, it is so compact, so appealing when compared to some of the leading brands. 21% lighter, 50% less expensive than the industry leaders, which makes it attractive as well as compelling. So if you look at coming to the VR industry perspective, VR industry itself is a huge play going forward. The size of the market, as I said, in 2021-22 is estimated to be 30 billion. There are about estimated 250 million devices across the world, but the number in India is very, very minuscule, really negligible. So the trend is yet to catch up in a big way. So if you take leading manufacturers of cars, like for Ford, for example, each new car has to go through the VR design immersion lab. Without that, the car can be released, right? Since 2018, that has been the process. So there are multiple use cases, planning and inspecting extra large pieces you otherwise could not see without visiting the creator's facility, right? So you need not have to interact with items. You don't have to be in the same room with the items if you want to really interact with the items. So you don't have to be physically be present. So VR provides the ability to do variety of changes beyond what exists in the environment, right? So when you want to make some adjustments to the real-time environment, that you can do that with VR when compared to other technologies, which does not provide that kind of flexibility. Designing and building new creations was only possible by using paper or in a 3D computer program earlier. but VR allows a more in-depth look inside, above, below, and around the design. Right? It gives a fantastic three-dimensional view that very compelling. So you want to do tool inspection. Not every tool and piece of equipment designers create can travel to conventions or find space in company showroom. So, however, with the VR, you are able to get over that kind of problems. So it is not only a helping tool for improving your business, but brings great versatility for various situations, including planning, training. VR is an entirely computer-created environment, unlike AR, which works with the real environment, the background. In terms of applications, there is a huge opportunity out there. Gaming, for example, is a totally untapped market as far as India is concerned. Maybe in the US and other areas, people are using VR in gaming, but in India, it is a totally untapped market. Healthcare, engineering, live events, retail, military, education, real estate. These are all potential, huge areas for VR adoption. And Squarecom and Grihas VR is very well placed to develop applications around these. So though the buyer would require some monetary investment in terms of technology, to get this feature, but you could see a return on investment from the money you save, as well as increase in the productivity, what you will get through these VR headsets. So having seen the potential for VR and with the innovation and ingenuity that comes from Squarecom, I am sure Grihas VR has a fantastic pathway ahead. The opportunities are only limited to one's imagination and the bandwidth and efforts of the Squarecom team. Already Google Ventures, Outsourcing Inc., Technology Inc. of Japan, Thai Beverages are doing due diligence of Squarecom's product. And this list will only grow as we move forward. So I take this opportunity to wish Srini and team all the very best, with the hope that by next year, Squarecom will come out as the preferred choice for all engineering companies in not only India, but also globally. So I would like to thank Srini and team for inviting me, and also to Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy sir for his esteemed presence in this August occasion. And I wish to also thank all those people who are participating today in this occasion. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your wise words and kind. Yeah.
Yeah. I now request Mr. Sriram Kesavan, the co-founder, to give the vote of thanks. Mr. Sriram completed his diploma in electrical and electronics engineering, and he started working with TVS Motors Limited in their service unit, and also had the opportunity to represent Honda cars. And he worked with Volkswagen for about 3 years before he could start working for the marquee brand Mercedes-Benz for 4+ years. Now he's decided to take upon the world with us and disrupt the industry together with virtual reality, and use his technical expertise and domain experience to the best of his abilities and put them to good use. Mr. Sriram.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. And we thank everyone for dignitaries and the distinguished guests, Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy, former Chief Election Commissioner of India, and Mr. Rajaram Venkatraman, the CEO of Veltec TBI, and Dr. Chandrakumar, Head of Operations, Veltec TBI, for gracing this occasion and being a part of such an important milestone in the startup journey. And the in-depth contribution of Mr. Rajaram sir and Dr. Chandrakumar sir for being a pillar of support in all of our ups and downs. And we thank our developers, Mr. Kishore, Mr. Lokesh, Mr. Benjamin, and Mr. Saif for being such a support and working round the clock for this happen. We're happy to have such a strong team with skilled developers from the core of such an innovative startup cycle. And we thank to all our champions for our startup ecosystem for being instrumental in the growth of not just us, but a lot of startups in from our country. And we hope the stride of innovation of the process continues with a great part in our journey ahead. Last but not least, we thank Kalyani ma'am for conducting this event graciously. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Once again, thank you all so much, Krishnamurthy sir. Thank you for your time, for being with us, and for your blessings and best wishes. And I want to thank this team, young team, and take India forward. Yes, Mr. Rajaram, would you like to?
I may like to add one more thing. If you have not done already, please bring it to the notice of Niti Aayog and the Ministry of Human Resources Development. There is a skill development corporation. I hope you have taken care of these institutions. But if you have not done it, please take it up with them, because I'm sure they will be able to assist you in propagating your new app.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Definitely, we will do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. May God bless you all. Thank you. Best wishes.
Have a great evening. Yeah.
And don't be a shell company. You should come out and make a big impact on the whole world. After all, big companies have always had small beginnings. So you have to be dynamic and promote the new app so that the world takes note of your presence. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thanks for those wise words.
Thank
and thank
you.
you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.